Welcome to We View Movies, a new YouTube movie review channel. I'm Joe Ellis, this is
Charles Geeter,
and we're hopefully going to be doing a review once a week, if not more, if we can, of all the latest movies. So we thought we'd start our first review with a film that's been out recently at the cinema, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, starring Tom Cruise, the android.
the ever-living, non-aging human being.
Rebecca Ferguson, awesome female actor. Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Sean Harris, Jeremy Renner, and Alec Baldwin.
Of course, the ever-famous and ever-illustrious Alec Baldwin.
How can you forget Alec Baldwin?
You can never forget Alec Baldwin, and Alec Baldwin has a lot to play in this film, so you watch out for Alec.
He does. One thing I will say about all our reviews, we will never reveal spoilers in any of our reviews, and if we do, we'll always say at the very, very beginning of the review. So this is a spoiler-free review because, for me, most of the enjoyment of a film is when you don't know what's coming. If someone says, "Oh yeah, by the way, this happens," then it's mean, it's selfish. Don't spoil film. Don't spoil films.
Never spoil films. It's not good. It ruins the film, and there may as well not be any films if people do that.
No.
Can't bother.
So, what do you think about the film?
Personally, I thought the film was actually very good, really. I watched it a few times. I thought that the narrative was great. I thought that acting was good. It was obviously a visual spectacle, as all Mission Impossibles try to be. Mm-hmm. However, I did feel that it heavily relied more on a comical aspect, like the fourth one did itself, which seems to be with the introduction of Simon Pegg coming in. Personally, I think Simon Pegg is a good actor when it comes to comedy, but however, in this medium, I think there's a part in the film where it shows me where I feel that his acting is not up to scratch.
Okay,
you'll all see it. Yeah, I mean,
okay.
But it was only a small thing, but it's something I feel that's worth commenting. Definitely.
Interesting. I kind of feel like, for me, Simon Pegg and Tom Cruise actually worked really well off each other, and at parts it felt almost like a buddy movie. Yeah. Especially towards the beginning, kind of middle half of the film. It felt like that kind of buddy movie. But obviously that's just personal taste. I really like the fact that it had these big set pieces, like you said, but it was kind of toned down. It was almost more like the first Mission Impossible. It was more kind of spy espionage rather than, massive action scene.
I think I can see where you're coming from. I really can, like, with the visual aspect, saying that it doesn't seem maybe as big as the previous film, which, I mean, the fourth, when we're talking about this was one of my favourite films. I think still the best Mission Impossible, personally, but that's my opinion.
No, I think I'd agree with that.
But the fifth, in order to do this fifth one and actually make it as good as they have, I think it's very, very, very impressive. Tom Cruise, as always, as much as I don't agree with his personal life choices, as an actor, I think he's an amazing actor. Mm-hmm. I think he nails Ethan Hunt, absolutely nails it.
And the fact that he's still doing his own stunts, and you can tell as well, you can always tell when an actor's actually doing their own stunts, and it makes a massive, massive difference.
It does.
Tell you, Rebecca Ferguson as the female lead in this film was absolutely fantastic. Yeah. It feels like 2015 has been the year of really awesome, strong female leads.
100%, yeah, we're talking from the Avengers.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think she smashes Scarlett Johansson's performance into the ground, personally. I think you think women can fight? When you watch this, you will have a completely different view on how women can fight. It's absolutely insane.
It is awesome. The action sequences are filmed very, very well. Yeah. One bit I like in particular, again, this isn't spoiling anything, but I think my favourite scene in the whole film was the film in the Opera House. Yeah, that's my favourite scene.
Very tense, very, very tense. Very well shot, and you don't know what's going on. Like, you are questioning the whole way through, so it keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's like every good film should. It keeps you on the edge of your seat.
And the use of music with that, because it was basically all filmed with a backdrop to kind of opera music. Mm-hmm. And I thought the sound design in this film as well. Again, there's a motorbike chase sequence. The sound of those engines, the sound of that motorbike on the road, that's again one of my favourite scenes. I think the sound for this film is awesome.
Considering this is the fifth in a series, and there are a lot of car chases in a lot of films, this was done very well. Mm-hmm. Really, really well. Like, enjoyable throughout the whole thing. It continues on when you think it's going to end, and you're not tired of it. You want to watch more, you want to see more, and it's beautifully filmed as well. Mm-hmm. Absolutely amazingly filmed, amazingly shot. there's lots of, I won't ruin this yet again, spoilers, but there's a certain angle in which they include during the bike race, which is on the front of the bike, and it's amazing. It makes you feel so much more in the chase than any other angle I've ever seen from like a lot of angles they have on the back of cars, to the side, in front. Do you know what I mean? Cranes. In this, they try and keep the cameras on the vehicles as much as possible.
Yeah,
and I really enjoyed that aspect.
So technically good. My only the villain was good, and it was kind of a really good threat aspect to the film. I kind of felt the villain played by Sean Harris, it was, for me anyway personally, it was a little bit like, I'm not sure what he was trying to do with that character, but it kind of felt like he was just being, you know, given the title of villain, and he was just being a bit kind of villainous. His kind of accent was like, I'm the villain, kind of like that. I kind of bought it, I kind of didn't, but overall it worked as a threat in the film.
We both talked about this previously, about how Sean Harris, he was previously in Harry Brown, a few other films as well, quite a well-known actor, British actor, and he seems to be playing pretty much exactly the same sort of villainous role that he plays in Harry Brown, as in the same voice.
Okay.
And I think maybe he's been chosen for the role through that. When I first saw him, I was more than happy to see another British actor in a big film like that doing a very good role. But after a while, I became tiresome of it, and yeah, not the best villain, but still alright.
Still good. So overall, score-wise, we are going to score our reviews. We decided. I would give this personally 4 stars out of 5. We're going to mark all our film reviews out of 5. Yep. I'd happily give us a 4. The action was good, the pace was good, good acting, good performances all around.
100%, couldn't agree more. Yeah, 4 out of 5 is a bang-on review.
So guys, please, I would love to hear, well, we would love to hear your thoughts. Please leave us a comment. Twitter handle will be under the screen, because this is all modern now.
Yeah, futuristic 21st century.
This is We View Movies on YouTube. Also, I want to do a massive kind of shout out to the guys that have inspired us to start a channel. Chris Duckman, Jeremy Johns, and the Schmoes Know, Christian Harloff and Mark Ellis. If you haven't checked out their channels on YouTube, they're the reason that we started our channel. Absolute massive love for those guys. Always watch their reviews. So check out them. Chris Duckman, Jeremy Johns, and the Schmoes Know, Mark Ellis and Christian Harloff. See you next week, guys.
Take care.
Bye-bye.